Let's give another hand for all our graduates. It is my pleasure to welcome you to class farewell ceremony of 2021 as we bid farewell to our grade 12 graduating class. Class farewell is a very special occasion for the school community as we all come together to acknowledge the years of hard work, dedication, and persistence that have been necessary for this class to reach its goals. It is a time to celebrate successes, reflect on challenges, and thank those that have played an important role in each of our students' lives these past 13 years. Representing École Camrose Composite High School, you have attained this impressive milestone in your life with great honor and integrity. Each graduating class has its own special qualities that make it unique, and this year's class is no different. Thank you for your positive relationships with your peers and staff, for demonstrating excellence toward your studies, your management and conduct in the school community, and for making my first year as principal of the school very memorable. You have set an excellent example for future classes to follow and have truly been resilient, positive role models. Due to our ongoing pandemic, no one envisioned your ceremony taking place this way, without including many family members, friends, and other community members as part of this important event. Please know that they are still thinking of you, they are very proud, and many are still watching you via our live stream. I also want to thank you for your excellent attitudes in dealing with this situation. It once again speaks to your strong character and the respect you have for each other. There is no doubt that you are excited about moving forward with the new chapters in your lives. You are leaving behind what is familiar and comfortable, but you will cherish the many friendships and fond memories of your years here at ÉCCHS. Parents, I want to thank you for bringing your children to our school and trusting us with them every day, especially this year. I want to thank you for raising such an amazing group of students and know that your involvement in their lives will help them lead to more opportunities for success. To our staff, this is not just about the high school teachers that have taught these students, but it is about the collective effort of all of you to develop strong relationships and support our students through the good times and the more challenging days. Your kindness and caring for students is the one reason that we have seen these students grow into amazing young adults. Thank you for striving to provide opportunities for success and believing in our school mantra of being true to yourself. To our students, you have all contributed greatly to our school culture without realizing it. Regardless of where your future plans take you, I know that you will have a positive impact after you leave our school. Be kind and good to people you meet along the way. Think big thoughts and be optimistic in whatever you are doing. Wherever your future leads you, we will be watching and cheering for you. Once again, it is my pleasure to congratulate our grade 12 class of 2021. Enjoy the rest of this ceremony. Follow your passions, continue to be leaders, and best of luck in your futures. It is now my pleasure to introduce Mr. Lange, who will give our tribute to the class of 21.
Yeah, that's better. When they asked me to actually create this, to do this tribute, I couldn't shake the feeling of trying to make it perfect. I read books and articles about speechifying. I went actually into, again, recordings that I had actually at home in my library to try to figure out what I could do to actually make this the best speech possible. I was in a frenzy. Again, rough copies and good copies and all this, putting it together to try to miraculously come up with something that might be worth a Nobel Prize. but I did what I could. My literary, again, skills are well known, so I think I ultimately kind of bit off more than I could chew. However, in my research, I have found a letter by, again, a British personality who wrote a letter to her dog after it passed away. Now, I know this is kind of probably a little spooky or crazy, or you think I've lost my mind, or again, I've missed my meds or something like that, but bear with me. I will actually, again, bring it all together as best I can, and I think you guys will find this valuable. All right? So here we go. My darling Pickle. First, a confession. I had you killed. I planned it and everything. I asked the vet round and the nurse in the green uniform and white piping, all with the express intention of ending your life. Yes, I know you had no idea, because I had been practicing for weeks to keep it from you, and how that when that time came, I could stop my chest from bursting with fear and horror and the unbearable pain of it all. That day, I sat there in your kitchen, because it was always your kitchen, numb and filling in a form that, again, what it to do with what your remains. I ticked boxes as you lay wheezing in your sleep in a bed next door. I made, again, informed decisions about what and the whys and the wherefores of what to do with that beautiful, familiar body that started to let you down so badly. Then, once the formalities were over, I came in and did what I've done for so many years and nights over so many months and years. I laid behind you, or wrapped my arm around your battle-scarred chest, and I whispered this into your ear: I love you. So that was my secret, and I kept it from you until the needle did its work, until your ribs stopped its heaving, and your legs went limp, and your head fell as heavy as grief again itself into my arms. Then when I knew you were no longer listening, I let it out, that raging, raging river of loss. Confession over. Now, what you also need to know is that this is not a eulogy. Quite frankly, Pickle, you don't deserve one, because as you are well aware, your behavior from birth right up to the bitter end was unequivocally terrible. As a pup, you crushed every CD cover in the house. You chewed on electrical cables and telephone wires. You ripped shoes. You gobbled plastic. You dived into bins. You pooped and licked pee off of pavement. And you ate my bedposts. As an adult, you graduated to raiding fridges and picnics. You stole ice cream from the mouth of infants. You jumped onto, again, Christmas tables laden with pudding and cake, and blithely walked through them all, inhaling everything in your sight. You puked on everything I love. That day when we got the news, I took you home to Cornwall, the place where we love best, and allowed me for a while to at least believe that there was nothing wrong. But your lies could only carry you so far before your body gave way. I saw your chest starting to heave when you took a breath at night. Your bark became hoarse with no longer tearing around the house causing havoc. You were biddable. You were never biddable. Yet still the denial, and forgive me for that. After we had beaten it before, you and I, 4 separate times, even when the vet told you your lungs were hung with, again, cancerous cobwebs and there was nothing more to be done, I went out and started doing. I sped to health food stores, returned with titchets, unguents, and capsules. So silly, so very silly. Because I should have actually just let you eat cake and biscuits and toast and anything dusted with sugar. But I thought I could save you. I really thought I could. I couldn't bring myself to believe that something as alive as you could succumb to something so as ordinary as death. After all, how could you be sick when you ran and jumped and played day after day after day? And then I got it. You were doing it for me. You were doing it all for me. You drug yourself into the light every morning for me. As fierce and possessive as my love was, I couldn't let you do that anymore. You're an 80-year-old dog in dog years, and still you flew into the boot of my car without assistance. You skidded around corners, and you sniffed and barked at neighbors. You lived life to its outer margins. On the day you died, you puttered over again an hour in the meadows with the sun on your back without a care in the world, and I am so grateful for that. When someone once took a punch from me, you leapt in the air and took it. When I discovered I couldn't have children, you let me use your neck as a hanky. You are my longest relationship, although I think any decent psychologist would have deemed us irredeemably codependent. You are the pulse of everything. You're the metronome of my day. You set the pulse for everything and anyone who moved to it. You were the peg on which I hung all the baggage that I couldn't name. You were the pure, innocent joy of grass and sky and wind and sun. It was a love beyond the limits of patience, sense, and commensuration. It was again a nonsensical as it was boundless. You alchemist. Thank you for walking alongside me during the hardest, weirdest, most extreme times of my life, never loving me less to the poor choices that I made and the ridiculous roads I took us down. Thank you, little pickle. From the shaggy 6'4" Yeti who always talks with his hands, who shouted at you, held you, laughed at you, fed you, and for some reason, utterly unbeknownst to you, put all your poop into bags. Now I realize this speech so far has been not about the grandness of your future aspirations or about the personal attributes that I feel you may need in your path forward into your vocations and the lives you aspire, which most graduation speeches are. Forgive me for that. Conversations like that are important and are valuable and are necessary. I believe, however, the letter to Pickle is about a lot more than the expression of love for a deceased dog. It occurred to me that the letter is fundamentally about relationships that exist between Pickle and his master and the way she chose to see the relationship. That relationship was obviously complicated and messy and frustrating and at times drove an author crazy. Yet, in spite of all of that, this relationship was still fundamentally of great importance and significance to the author. She chose to see the relationship with Pickle in the ways that transcended the mundane. And again, every day, which she summed up which she summed up as putting poop into plastic bags. I would like to leave you then with these two fundamental truths that we get from the letter to Pickle. These truths will make your lives more richer, and again, you're understanding how important they are in your future. The first is relationship. Your lives will be imbued with relationships everywhere. You will have your family relationships with people you work with, relationships with people you have casual contact with, as well as a host of other types of relationships. How you choose to interact with all of these people will make a huge difference in your life. You will determine whether, again, those relationships will be productive and life-affirming or consuming and isolating. You are the one who will decide for you whether the elements of your life will be joyous and, again, life-affirming or not. This will be your responsibility, and only you can make those decisions for you. It is an awesome responsibility, and learning how this life works will be an extreme important part of your journey. Those relationships of all kinds will help define you and your experience, and will again be the largest part of your life as you go forward. The second truth is about perception. This will be your responsibility as well. It will affect your relationships and how you relate to everything in your life. You will choose to see things, the way you choose to see things is your choice. Just as the author of the letter of Pickle could have, again, seen Pickle's negative behavior as unendurable, she chose instead to see them as part of, again, made Pickle charming, crazy, energetic, and ultimately incredibly lovable. This was your choice. This was a choice that the letter writer made. Like the rest of us, will face these same choices. You will be again it will make again your life immeasurably richer or horribly poorer, again, depending on your perception and how you react to the perceptions that you have. Your life will either be, again, exciting journey filled with challenges to overcome and grow and learn from it, or it will be an endless march of unfair events that are cruel and torturous. In essence, time wonderfully well spent, or time putting poop into plastic bags. It will be up to you. It will be what you make of it. On behalf of the teachers, we wish that you have the very, very, very best future. It has been my privilege, our privilege and honor to be a part of your journey these past many years. May you find success and happiness in your chosen path as you leave ÉCCHS, as you celebrate your graduation this weekend. Please be careful, be well, be safe, be wise. Congratulations and Godspeed, the congraduates of 2021.
Could we now have Emma Thompson and Nalayan Tyndall please come up to give a tribute to our students?
Hello, graduates. Today we are here to thank those who have helped us on our journey to graduation and congratulate you on your accomplishments. First, we'd like to thank all of the teachers who have helped us reach this point. Without your guidance and hard work, we wouldn't be here today. You have acted as a source of inspiration and pushed us to grow. Your continued support has allowed us to be true to ourselves and choose the road not taken. We'll never forget David C's pep talks and encouraging words and daily Diet Coke, Mrs. Mackenzie's positive attitude and corny math jokes, or Miss Simonson's smiling face greeting us each morning.
Next, we'd like to thank the parents. We appreciate the support and advocacy you've provided. You've always been there to lend a helping hand. Thank you for the little things, like packing our lunches and driving us to school. You do so much for us that goes unrealized, and we can't thank you enough.
Finally, we'd like to thank the friends, the highlight of our education. The best memories are those made with friends, from field trips to sleepovers, study groups to parties. These are the days we'll cherish for years to come. Friends are always there for you, laughing, crying, and celebrating.
We have accomplished a great deal. Even without diplomas, we faced PATs and countless final exams, rigorous classes, sports competitions, arts performances, and a worldwide pandemic. We've made it through the good and the bad. From kindergarten graduation to our celebration today, we have devoted ourselves to education and growth.
We wouldn't be here today without the help from our teachers, parents, and friends. Graduation is a milestone we have finally reached, and now we can celebrate.
Thank you, ladies, for that amazing tribute to our class. I would now ask that Cohort A please stand and make your way over to the side to be able to come up and receive your diplomas on the stage.
Nia Cowan. Reem Danya. Janaea Moore. Ashley Nadeau. Natalie Thane. Emma Thompson. Nalin Tyndall. Jaden Vixie. Abdul Abbasi. Cody Bergsma. Declan Carpenter Hall. Megan Cowell. Shay Lawson. Delaney Laurenti. Isaac Marin. Roddy McFarland. Jenna Olson. Nicole Pepping. Brody Woods. Justin Kachinko. Riley Frank. Michael McCarroll. Dylan Podlowski. Savannah Selby. Kara Westergaard. Macy Jarrett. Madeline Jarrett. Tristan Jevney. Declan Kavgadoulis. Sawyer Kendall. Neha Khan. Clayton Knutsland. Skylar Kaczynski. Trinity Kowalczyk. Sam Kraus. Veronica Cruz. Justin Kushnerek. Desarius Carberry. Avis Laurenti. Tyler Ma. Cole Martins. Jeremiah Maskaluk. Caitlin McCartney. Haley McGee. Lexus McNary. Ty Milgate.
So this brings to conclusion our program, our celebration, and we want to thank everyone for your patience and support over the past year. We've encountered some challenges along the way, but we have also created some absolutely wonderful memories as well. Students, we are extremely proud of you. We celebrate your achievements with you. May the years ahead be filled with the things that you so richly deserve. It has been an honor to watch your progress and success. Special thanks to Mrs. Celine, Mrs. Hess, and Mrs. McKenzie, as well as our grad committee, for the hard work behind the scenes navigating through all the changes that the program required this year. Thank you to the rest of our staff for helping making this program a big part of our graduates' lives. We also want to thank our special guests, parents, staff, students, family, friends who have joined us live and are watching this on live stream this evening. Of note, we do have speeches that aren't being broadcast in this particular presentation, but we invite you to go to the link and watch all of the speeches by all of the presenters. As we wrap up this evening, just a little bit of general information to ensure the safety and well-being of everyone. Immediately following the ceremony, parents, please exit through the same door that you came in, which is the front door. Students, you will exit through your normal door at the bottom of the stairs. Please exit the gym and school promptly, as we have staff that are planning to sanitize and prepare for the next graduation cohort. We also request that you do not gather and socialize on school property. As you celebrate this weekend with your friends, please stay safe and take care of everyone. Thank you so much for coming. Congratulations. We hope you have a wonderful evening.
Graduates, could you please rise and turn to the audience? Our class of 2021.